How a figment of one's imagination can supersize and grow your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. And our idiom today, our mind and mental well-being idiom for today is figment of one's imagination. Now, this idiom was made popular by Charlotte Bronte in Jane Eyre in 1847. It was published, and in her descriptions, and she actually uses the phrase a figment of imagination. And a figment actually means imagine or an imagination. So it's sort of a redundant idiom, a redundant statement. It's like an imagination of one's imagination. Well, a figment of our imagination, I've definitely used this expression. If you have ever daydreamed, if you have ever had an imaginary friend, if you ever thought there was a monster under your bed, some of us have had imaginary friends. If you have ever created something, some form of art or something out of thin air, out of your mind, out of your imagination, that is a figment of your imagination. The truth is, absolutely everything that exists in the world today began as an idea. So everything that exists is actually a figment of our, mostly mankind's, imagination. My favorite example and reminder of imagination is, of course, Disney. Thus, I've got my Mickey robe on today, and I'm still feeling under the weather. And I donned my Mickey watch. I haven't been to Disney since 2018, but I would like to get back again. But I love everything Disney does involves the imagination and fun and creativity. And so it's actually one of my favorite places on earth because it is so creative. And I love to remember my creative side, not just my nerdy engineer side, but my creative side. And everything they do, down to the smallest detail, including their little wristbands to spend money and get into anything, from your hotel room to the restaurants to the parks and everything, can be on this little chip and wristband. I'm sure they've improved the technology and they have different colors and things for different levels of membership because they do memberships at Disney's. But Disney is a prime example of an idea that has built billions and billions of dollars worth of business. I don't know very many people that don't have at least one Disney character somewhere in their house or hasn't in some way, shape, or form. Pluto came from Disney. I've had this since my kids. We went to Disney with the kids. It's got to be at least 25 years old, right? So we keep things that remind us and make us feel good. I've got other characters. I've got, the Disney took on Winnie the Pooh, and I've got the little Disney Winnie the Pooh figurines. I love to buy my granddaughter, and probably my new granddaughter as well, Minnie Mouse things. All the grandkids girls have seemed to go through a Minnie Mouse phase, and the boys a Mickey Mouse phase because they're exposed to that. So Disney's a prime example of how we can use imagination to supersize and grow our business. So what are you doing? What kind of things are you imagining? What figments of your imagination? Chances are the business that you're running was created in your imagination first before you actually started running your business. We did and have done a lot of creative things in my businesses over the years. One of the coolest things we did was in a Italian food manufacturing business. We took a piece of equipment that was designed for something entirely differently, and we morphed it into and created something brand new that could help us make handmade ravioli at about 100 times the pace we were doing it before. It became a press for us, and we could press the ravioli plates 20 at a time, 20 ravioli at a time. I guess it would be 20-fold then, instead of one at a time, and actually took us twice presses on our old press. So it's fun to find creative solutions and imagine things that could be done differently to grow and build and supersize our business. So I'd love to know, what is your experience with this particular idiom? Figments of the imagination, figments of one's imagination. I've definitely used it on myself as well as other people. I'm like, all right, that's just a figment of your imagination. What are you going to do about it? So share that in the comments below, and I will be with you tomorrow with another couple days on mental well-being idioms. Then we're going to flip into spiritual well-being for the month of April to coincide with the annual challenge, annual BU 365-day challenge. That's it. Have an awesome day. I'm going to probably snuggle up in my Disney robe all day and feed this cold process it over the next week or so, I can let go of all the weirdness that is clogging my brain and my head. Have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.